Hello, welcome to new unboxing. Today will be a new nano quadcopter. Well, after the big success story of the Cheerson CX-10, here is the new version, the CX-10A. Okay, this one is including now the headless function. So, look the box, it's more or less the same design than the former CX-30, CX-11 and 10, so it's a smaller compact box. So what you will find in the box? You will find the quadcopter itself. Well, it's I've got the gold editions. Now the color scheme are completely different. You have silver and gold as far as I know. So the design is exactly the same as the CX-10. So if you can compare with the former versions without headless, here is the CX-10, here is the CX-10A. So basically all elements are strictly identical. Okay, so the bottom part is using exactly the same Bryant plastic. Okay, same motherboards. Okay, same hook to attach the both upper canopy part with the bottom one. Okay, maybe the slight difference visible a bit different is the nature of the plastic. With the CX-10 it was a Bryant plastic. Now this one is more a matte one. Okay, so yes, so visually you can't find any difference with the new version of the Cheerson CX-10A. So what you will find, I will return more in detail on this small quadcopter. What also you will find the radio, the transmitter. Okay, classic nano transmitter, very short, very tiny. Two AAA batteries are required, not including. Okay, you can find some trip button, and the left stick is to select between beginner mode 1 beep, expert mode 2 beep, and the new headless function. You have to press a third time to activate it, and you will hear 3 beeps. The right stick, if you click on it, is to activate flipping. Okay, so what also you will find an instruction manual, everything in English. Very well done, not problem at all, everything is well explained. Well, not a fantastic English, but at least you have an English user manual. And finally you will find a bag with the USB charging cable, as well with 4 props, 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise. Notice now, if I'm returning to in details to describe more in detail the Cheerson CX-10A, the 4 blades, 4 props are in white, so while at least it would be nice if they can install some color one to make differentiations between front to rear. Okay, so I disassembled this quadcopter. Basically the radio frequency chip is based on a XN297, which is a new popular, very cheap NRF24L1 compatible RF chips. You have an antenna patch, so it means that you don't have any wire. It's directly the antenna is directly designed on the main PCB. And the LiPo is 100 milliamps per hour, okay, directly soldered on the main PCB. So you can exchange very easily the LiPo. You need to design some special modes, but it can be a problem. That means that you have to wait maybe close to 30 minutes to the end of the charging of the current one. So what I can say about the takes is the same. While you have, if I can harm the quadcopter, so you will find red LEDs on the rear and blue LED on front. Okay, the power adapter, the power plug is a 1.25 millimeters mini GST connector, so you can design your own cable if you want to bypass this USB charging cable and to use a real professional one. So with male connectors, yes, female, sorry, you can design your own cable and to use a professional charger. So basically the LEDs are okay, not especially brightening, so for night flying it will be maybe a little bit too small as LEDs. Okay, but it's okay for to keep your orientations. So I will restart the quadcopter. I will start the quadcopter. Okay, you have these 2 beep emitted. Push the throttle up and down to harm the quadcopter. So now it's okay. So to calibrate the gyroscope, you have to push the left stick in lower left position and the right stick in upper left, and you will see the LEDs flashing fast. Okay, the calibration is done. So now it's calibrated. By default you are starting in beginner mode, so one click is by default is beginner mode, one press you are entering in expert mode, and if you are pressing again you are in headless mode and the quadcopter start to flash, okay, indicating now you are in headless mode. Okay, and to this as turn off you have to press again and you are returning in beginner mode. So I will start to take off. So you retrieve the same characteristic of the Cheerson CX-10, very smooth flyer. The yaw rate is in beginner mode is rather slow, not fantastic, but it's very smooth, very precise, even with this tiny remote control. I like it. Okay, it's not bad at all for beginners. So in beginner mode is okay, it's very smooth, ultra precise, I like it a lot. It's one of the big success of the Cheerson CX-10, so you retrieve the same flying characteristic of the former version. Okay, so now I'm entering in sport mode. It's much faster, of course. The yaw rate is not increased, so it's the same, as you can see. So you can compensate by banking more the quadcopter. Okay, so now I will land and after activate the headless function. It's very smooth, very ultra precise. Okay, so the headless function is a course lock, okay, because you don't have any compass installed. So the course lock, it means that when you are engaging the headless mode, the orientation reference will be the axis position when you turn this function. So basically, now I am entering in headless mode. You see the LEDs flashing, so now my reference will be this axis. So now if I'm turning, look, I'm pushing back the remote and the transmitter is okay. The quadcopter, I want to make it back, forward, whatever the orientation is working. Is precise. Okay, I'm pushing back to return to me. Okay, forward, because I want whatever the orientation is okay. Whatever, I don't care about the orientation, I just need to push back the quadcopter. Well, versus time, the orientation is start to be detuned, but it's okay for few seconds, it's working well. So, well, for beginners, I think it's very good. I would say that I would prefer to have another way to turn on and off this headless function, because you can mix between the speed mode and the headless mode. So now I'm returning in beginner mode and now in speed mode. So now I have to fly like normal. So for example, if I want to turn on the headless, now it's turn, whatever the orientation. Okay, let's do a flip. So as you can see, for flipping, first the quadcopter is activate pushing the throttle to gain some altitude in order. So it's okay. You have an LVC alarm when the LEDs are flashing. Okay, so you have approximately 4 minutes of flying. So it's very good, I like it, it's very smooth. Okay, you can perform some tumel, maybe the yaw rate could be better, a little bit better at least in sport mode, but it's okay. And unfortunately I was not able to bind this quadcopter with any existing protocol I own. For example, I was not able to bind with the Cheerson CX-10 red edition. Red for the PCB color, okay, and or the green one is not binding, so it's another protocol, maybe compatible with the blue one, or I don't know, maybe it's a fourth type of protocol. So it's still under investigation. So this is the end of this small unboxing and quick testings. This is definitely a night flyer. 4 minutes of flying durations, so it's okay. Maybe 4 minutes and a half. You have 100 milliamps power LiPo directly soldered. The flying characteristics are great, very smooth, and outdoors you can have a very fast nano quadcopter. Is ultra compact, close to be the lightest quadcopter. Or I scale it and it's maybe 0.2 grams more than the former versions. I don't know why, but it's a minor difference, I guess. So well, you have the same ingredient of the success story of the former version CX-10, but now it's including the headless function, working well. So it's course lock headless function, but when you are getting lost, when you are trying to learn a quadcopter, this feature is quite nice. Well, so for the same price you can have this feature, so you can abuse of it. It's not a problem. So I like it a lot. I think it would be one of the reference of the quadcopter. I can also compare with Double Toys V676, which is also including the headless. I like also this quadcopter. Okay, even if this one got maybe a smaller, shorter flying duration times, maybe a little bit more heavier, but they are both well. I think the headless function is more accurate on the Double Toys compared to the Cheerson, but both are more or less okay. So both are course lock. So well, definitively for Christmas it's a nice gift, an extra gift you can for kids, for nephew, you know, you don't know what to take for them, so it can be a nice gift for them. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.